Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most shocking secrets married couples hide from each other. You won't believe what some people are keeping under wraps. Listen, folks, marriage is built on trust, and these secrets, they're like ticking time bombs. We're talking about infidelity, hidden pasts, and betrayals that would make your head spin. Get ready to have your minds blown, because some of these stories are going to leave you speechless. We're talking about the kind of stuff that could shatter a relationship in an instant, so buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride.
I've slept with all three of my wife's sisters multiple times and she doesn't know about it yet. I also have a secret child with her oldest sister.
Now let me tell you something, that's some messed up family dynamics right there. You're playing with fire, my friend. And to top it off, you have a child involved. This secret is a recipe for disaster. You're living a lie, and it's only a matter of time before the truth explodes and takes everyone down with it. This next one's a doozy. This husband says, "My wife didn't want to know the sex of our unborn child before giving birth, but I did. I'll never tell her that I secretly spoke with the doctor so I could find out behind her back. Now, I understand curiosity can get the best of you, but this is about respect. Your wife made a decision and you went behind her back. That's not how you build trust in a relationship. It's about respecting your partner's wishes, even if you don't agree with them."
A while ago, things got so bad finance-wise that I became a cam model. I only half-stripped, and I chatted a lot about innocent stuff, but I feel weird about it.
Look, everyone makes mistakes, especially when they're desperate, but you need to come clean with your partner. Secrets like this eat away at you, and the longer you keep it hidden, the harder it'll be to come clean. This next secret is just plain wrong.
I'll never tell my wife, but I regularly fantasize about her mom while I pleasure myself.
Okay, that's just crossing the line. Fantasies are one thing, but when they involve your spouse's family, you've got a serious problem. This is a conversation you need to have with a therapist, because this kind of thinking can have serious consequences for your marriage. This guy's secret is a real head scratcher. He says, "The perfume I got my wife, I got it for her because it smells like my ex. For the record, it's because it smells awesome," but she wouldn't be down with that explanation. Come on, man, you're playing a dangerous game. Whether you want to admit it or not, you're holding on to the past, and that's not fair to your wife. You need to figure out why you're still hung up on your ex and address the underlying issues in your current relationship. This woman reveals,
I got pregnant the very first time my now husband and I slept together. I never told him about it because I never expected to keep dating him. We've now been together for close to a decade and have 2 amazing kids.
This is a tough one. This woman made a difficult decision in her past, and now she's grappling with whether or not to tell her husband. There's no easy answer here. It's about weighing the potential pain of the truth against the consequences of keeping it a secret. This husband's secret is both bizarre and concerning. He says, "My wife used to have an issue with wetting the bed. Now, when she wets the bed and I wake up first, I pee on the bed too and tell her it was all me." Look, everyone has their quirks, but this is beyond the pale. You're not helping your wife by covering for her, and you're definitely not helping your marriage. This is something you need to address together with compassion and understanding. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this one's a doozy.
I made out with my husband's older brother and sister while he was in the other room.
Let me tell you something, that's not just messed up, it's downright disrespectful. You're betraying your husband's trust in the worst way possible. This kind of behavior is unacceptable, and you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and ask yourself why you're doing this. This next secret is the stuff of soap operas. This guy admits, "My partner found a card in my car for a proposal to marry me." Or so she thought. The card was actually meant for another woman. "I've also been dating for 3 years. Are you kidding me? You're living a double life and you're about to propose to one woman while you're already dating another? This is beyond dishonest. It's cruel. You need to come clean with both women and face the consequences of your actions. This woman confesses, "I've never told my husband that I absolutely hate the 3 kids he has from his previous marriage. They literally disgust me." Look, I get it. Step families can be tough, but this is beyond the pale. You're talking about innocent children who are just trying to navigate a complicated family dynamic. You need to find a way to deal with your feelings in a healthy way, whether that's through therapy or open communication with your husband. This woman's secret is a real bombshell.
She reveals, "I've been married and divorced before, but my current husband thinks this is my first marriage. I even lied on my new marriage certificate."
This is a huge betrayal of trust. You've built your entire relationship on a lie, and that's not fair to your husband. You need to come clean and face the music. The longer you wait, the more painful it will be. This next secret is all about academic dishonesty. This woman confesses, "My husband thinks I finished my bachelor's degree. I didn't. I dropped out and faked it for the last semester. I still haven't told him the truth. Look, I understand the pressure to succeed, but lying is never the answer. You need to be honest with your husband and explain why you felt the need to lie. Maybe he'll understand, maybe he won't, but you owe it to him and to yourself to be truthful."
I went through a 6-month period of shoplifting. One time I got caught by security at Target, and thankfully they let me go. My husband would not be okay with that information, and I'll never tell him.
Look, everyone makes mistakes, but shoplifting is a crime. You got lucky this time, but you need to address the underlying issues that led you to steal in the first place. And you need to be honest with your husband. He deserves to know the truth, even if it's difficult to hear.
Hold on tight, folks, because this one's a doozy. My biggest secret is that I'm only staying married to him for financial reasons. Plus, he doesn't really know how to take care of himself and doesn't make enough to support himself on his own. The cherry on top of this is that I'm also having an affair with his close friend.
Wow, where do I even begin? You're using your husband for his money, you're having an affair with his friend, and you're making him feel incapable of taking care of himself. This is beyond selfish. It's downright cruel. You need to end this charade for your sake and for his. This woman's secret involves a pre-wedding indiscretion. She reveals, "When I was engaged, I was at a friend's wedding and fooled around with another guy. Now, after more than 10 years of marriage and several kids later, I still feel guilty about it. Look, what's done is done. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it. You need to forgive yourself and focus on the present. You have a family and a husband who loves you. Don't let one mistake define your life." This next secret is about a relapse into addiction.
My spouse and I quit smoking together, but I've been secretly vaping for almost 2 years now. I know it's absolutely horrible for me, and I think my husband would be really upset and disappointed if I told him, so I've been keeping it to myself.
Look, addiction is a disease, and it's not your fault that you've relapsed. But you need to tell your husband he loves you, and he wants what's best for you. Together, you can overcome this. This woman's secret involves a hidden past. She reveals, "I've been married twice. My first husband and I got pregnant at 17, and my dad made us get married. I never told him that I was married to someone else during the entire first year of our relationship. Look, everyone makes mistakes, especially when they're young, but you need to be honest with your husband. He deserves to know the truth about your past, even if it's difficult to share." Hold on to your yarmulkes, folks, because this one's a doozy.
I was sleeping with the rabbi who married my husband and me. My husband's family never figured out how I managed to find a rabbi to perform our ceremony.
This is beyond scandalous. You had an affair with the rabbi who officiated your wedding? That's a whole new level of betrayal. You need to come clean with your husband and face the consequences of your actions. This woman reveals,
When I was single, I had an on and off affair with my married best friend for a few years. My husband always asks me if my friend and I have ever hooked up, but I always denied it. I'm not proud of it, but I'll take that secret to the grave.
"Look, I understand that you regret what you did, but keeping this secret is only going to eat away at you. You need to find a way to forgive yourself and move on. And if your husband ever asks you about it again, you need to be honest with him." This last secret is a real heartbreaker. This woman confesses, "I've been married for 7 years and I've faked every single orgasm with my husband. I've even lied about not liking sex because I just want it to end." Look, intimacy is an important part of a marriage, and you're robbing yourself and your husband of that connection, you need to talk to him, tell him what's going on, and be honest about your feelings. Wow, we've heard some doozies today, haven't we? These stories are a stark reminder that even in the closest relationships, secrets can fester and cause serious damage. Do you have a secret of your own? Tell us about it in the comments below. We might include them in our next video. Remember, folks, honesty is always the best policy. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.